The Iron King by Julie Kagawa. The Iron King, a YA adventure by Julie Kagawa, leads high schooler Megan Chase deep into the world of the Fae. On a quest to find her little brother Ethan, Megan gets more than she bargained for: the truth about her best friend Robbie, a mysterious talking cat, and lastly the knowledge that she is the daughter of the King of the Fairies, King Oberon. Thrust into a world where she doesn't know the rules, Megan has to learn on the run, with help from Grimlican, Robbie, and the Winter Prince, Ash. As they get closer to Ethan, the trio find out about the Iron King and an unknown race of fairies. These Fae can stand the touch of metal, and they can use this advantage to destroy the other fairy kingdoms. To rescue her brother and save the fairy kingdoms, Megan has to make her way through the Iron Kingdom and defeat its ruler, King Machina, in a fight to the death. Will Megan succeed, or will she be trapped in the Iron Kingdom forever? The first in a 7-book series, this fast-paced trip to another world will leave you wanting more adventures in Fairyland. Also check it out through your library's RB Digital account today. Other suggestions are The City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. First in the Mortal Instruments series, when 15-year-old Clary Frey heads out to the Pandemonium Club in New York City, she hardly expects to witness a murder, much less a murder committed by 3 teenagers covered with strange tattoos and brandishing bizarre weapons. Then the body disappears into thin air. It's hard to call the police when the murderers are invisible to everyone else, and when there is nothing, not even a smear of blood, to show that a boy has died. Or was he a boy? This is Clary's first meeting with the Shadowhunters, warriors dedicated to ridding the earth of demons. It's also her first encounter with Jace, a Shadowhunter who looks a little like an angel and acts a lot like a jerk. Within 24 hours, Clary is pulled into Jace's world with a vengeance, when her mother disappears and Clary herself is attacked by a demon. But why would demons be interested in ordinary mundanes like Clary and her mother? And how did Clary suddenly get the sight? The Shadowhunters would like to know. The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Jude was 7-year-old when her parents were murdered and she and her 2 sisters were stolen away to live in the treacherous High Court of Fairy. 10 years later, Jude wants to belong there, despite her mortality. But many of the Fae despise humans, especially Prince Carden, the youngest and wickedest son of the High King. To win a place at the court, she must defy him and face the consequences. As Jude becomes more deeply embroiled in palace intrigues and deceptions, she discovers her own capacity for trickery and bloodshed. But as betrayal threatens to drown the courts of fairy in violence, Jude will need to risk her life in a dangerous alliance to save her sisters and fairy itself. This is also available through RB Digital. Call your Augusta Public Library branch for a free ebook account today. Beautiful Creatures by Cami Garcia. Lena Duquesnes is unlike anyone else in the small southern town of Gatlin has ever seen, and she's struggling to control her power and a curse that has haunted her family for generations. But even within the overgrown gardens, murky swamps, and crumbling graveyards of the forgotten South, a secret cannot stay hidden forever. Ethan Waite, who has been counting the months until he can escape from Gatlin, is haunted by dreams of a beautiful girl he has never met. When Lena moves into the town's oldest and most infamous plantation, Ethan is inexplicably drawn to her and determined to uncover the connection between them. In a town with no surprises, one secret could change everything. This book is also available with your free RB Digital account. A Beautiful Dark by Jocelyn Davies. On the night of Sky's 17th birthday, she meets 2 enigmatic strangers, complete opposites like fire and ice. Asher is dark and wild, while Devon is fair and aloof. Their sudden appearance spins Sky's life into a tailspin. She has no idea what they want or why they seem to follow her every move, only that their presence coincides with a flurry of strange events. Soon she begins to doubt not just the identity of the two boys, but also the truth about her own past. In the dead of a bitingly cold Colorado winter, Skye finds herself coming to terms with the impossible secret that threatens to shadow her world. Torn between Asher, who she can't help falling for, and Devon, who she can't stay away from, the consequences of Skye's choice will reach further than the three of them could ever imagine. A Beautiful Dark is the first book in a captivating trilogy by debut author Jocelyn Davies. Thank you for listening about some wonderful books your library has for your enjoyment. Place one on hold to pick up from your library branch today, or to read on your library's free ebook account, RB Digital, today.